Hello friends, it's been a while since I posted a video, so I thought this might be a good opportunity to kind of give you a description of what you're looking at right here. Most of you guys are going to know it's a Cub Cadet 100. I think it's a later version of it. My father bought this with the Johnson Workhorse Model 10 loader. Kind of a unique little loader for these tractors. Pretty much were able to be put onto Deeres, little John Deeres. You name it, it was somewhat of a universal fit. This particular tractor was purchased to clean out hog pens, and it had a traditional bucket on the front, and I'll get into why that bucket is, why the geometry is such as it is. But remember, this was before skid loaders, so this was a really, obviously much easier way of cleaning out hog pens than using a pitchfork. So it had a fairly large bucket on it. There's a picture floating around of it somewhere. Unfortunately, I haven't taken the time to take a look for it. But this was later used to clean out the gutters in our dairy barn. And that's why my father made the bucket on the front here. So it kind of slid down the gutter on the barn. And then we would park a barrel spreader on the back and dump it into there. It actually worked quite well. Used it for many, many years. I think he started using it in the early 70s, and we used it up until probably 95 or 96. So many years of service. I think it's been overhauled twice, and it was, quote unquote, put out to pasture. And one afternoon, hooked it up with a chain and lifted it up with a loader and put it here just to get it out of the rain, because I'd like to rebuild the loader. I'm not sure what's worth saving on the tractor. Fortunately, it got quite a few hard hours on it. So I'll probably look to replace that. Maybe even replace it with Like Year or John Deere. I know those things come up for sale every once in a while. So, but this has the bucket or the weight container in the back. We put I think we put some sandbags in there to balance it off. But it's kind of a unique loader. It's got a two-way lever for both the bucket and the boom. And I think we may have overhauled that little hydraulic pump in the front that runs right off the front of the engine. Other than probably new seals in the hydraulic cylinders, and obviously some new hoses. They've all pretty weather cracked, etc. Valves are free. I just checked it. Engine, I haven't really checked. Even if that's locked up, that's no big deal. Be able to either replace this or go with a different color. But I want to do a quick video to kind of show you what I've got here. There was a little John Deere, I think that's also a 100 if memory serves me right, but there was one that popped up for sale in East Dubuque with one of these Johnson loaders, and I was able to make some guesstimates as to the size of the bucket, and I may just make a bucket and put it on here. Might be handy little loader. And it's kind of a unique little loader, plus it's got some history to the farm here, bought it new. So that's on the docket of things to repair with everything else. Oh, here's old Reliable. Our, I think it's a 4X85. Yep, X485. Good mower. A little water-cooled engine. Bought this new from the local dealership. It works pretty well. Walking over here, there's that Alice I still need to repair. But this is also kind of next on my things to resurrect. Parked it here. As you can see, the tires are starting to sink in there. Tried to get the John Deere started today. Tried turning it over a couple times. It was pretty stiff. It's about a negative. It was about -4 here last night, so I'm not going to push that. But I need to get this thing pulled out of here. The box, pretty rough shape. I think this is a 76 or 7 truck that we bought from a local lumber yard. It's got the crew cab. It's surprisingly, other than the box, which pretty much can describe most old Fords from the 70s, pretty rusted out. Probably put a flatbed on here and put a decent bumper so I can pull a small trailer to transport things. I think it's got a 351 in it. I have a feeling this door is jammed. Yep, it is. Can't see what the miles are. Walk over to the other side and see what they are. Oh, I remember putting that tire on. Old Fleetwood. If we've got no critters. Whoops, I'm sorry. Got my finger over the lens again. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. Well, it doesn't even stink in here. What do we got for miles there? You can see it better than I can. Looks like 42,000. That's original miles. Because they only used it for local work. And other than just age, it looks pretty good. Even though I can tell we haven't kept the best care, but surprisingly for an old truck, old F250, it held together pretty well, except for the box. But as I said, I'd like to put a flatbed on this thing, and I think that'll be a nice little addition. There's that old Alice I keep talking about, but I'm doing a lot of work to it. Might be a good opportunity to look at the hours now. I don't have my going to church coat on, so kind of sneak around here and see what the hours are. I'm guessing 5,000 or so. Let's see. Sorry, did it again. If there's no glare, it looks like 5,782 hours. So that's probably about right. This was good. Boy, my grandfather used this for just about everything. You removed this drawbar in the back, and then you had a plow you could hook up, a blade, right with these snaps. Snap hitch, I think they called it. Snap couplers. It was pretty ingenious. But I'll have to dig out the blade for this thing, and I can kind of clean up the yard a little bit. We don't do much out of the home place anymore, so we don't have the same traffic through here. We gave up the dairy cows mid-90s, So again, I finally I got a comment from somebody on the fenders. Yep, it will look better when those fenders are replaced, but we'll take care of that and get the old Alice D17 up and running again. It sure is a good tractor, and boy, sure nice to have that sun out today. My goodness, we didn't have much sun, and finally got some sun, and it's cold out here, but it's nice to have that sun. I thought it'd be a good day for a video. It's been so dark lately, the videos are real hard to see. Also, I'm not sure how many folks I still have left. I'm babbling on. I'm going on 10 minutes here. But I uploaded Murphy Delivers the Goods. I actually stumbled onto that last night when I was looking for something else, and it's a really neat John Deere story about a John Deere. It's very similar to what I've got here with a 2-bottom plow. And take a look at it. I've got it on my channel here. It's about 30 minutes long. Pretty interesting video, a lot of good information, and very enjoyable. It's really when John Deere did the soft sell, and a lot of value add, and you know, makes me happy that that I've actually got a tractor that's featured in that video. So anyway, let's end it here with the old D17. Have a great Sunday. Our pastor was sick, and she was able to come back today, so it was good to go to church again this morning and not have to drive into town. Get to go out to the country church, chat with all of our family friends, and God bless everybody, and have a good rest of the Sunday and a great week.